The studio office tour of 2018 is finally here. What is up, guys? This is Max Square, and today is the day, the video you have all been waiting for, my office tour. Now, my setup has changed so much since I first started on YouTube. I was sharing an office with someone, just had a small desk with a MacBook Air and a small little snowball mic, and it slowly progressed as I began to upgrade my gear. And now in 2018, I officially have my own studio and office. Now, obviously you've seen some of it from past videos, but I thought it'd be cool to do a full run through of all my gear and everything that's going on in this room. Now, I ask a lot from my studio here. I'm doing a ton of things, from music to video recording and mixing and editing, all those kind of things. There's just a ton happening in this room. But before we jump into it, I just want to say that you don't have to have a lot of gear to make good content. And like I said, I just got started with a small 11-inch MacBook Air and a really cheap $20 microphone. And I slowly progressed from there. This has been almost 5 years in the making to building this studio. So that being said, all of the gear that I will mention will be down in the description. I've put almost every single thing that I have in this office, so hopefully you'll be able to find it there. So let's go ahead and start with the desk. This is an IKEA sit-stand desk. It is automated, you don't have to crank it. I don't even know why that exists because I just don't see anyone cranking that. But nonetheless, this is a beautiful desk. I'm just rocking the Apple keyboard and Magic trackpad. I just upgraded to a 5K iMac. This is by far the best computer I have ever owned. On either side of that, I have a 27-inch Dell monitor. I was actually using both of these monitors along with my MacBook Pro, which I had for 3 or 4 years before getting this iMac. Now, in terms of audio, I have the JBL 305 studio monitors. These are some killer speakers if you're just trying to get a nicer sound than just desktop speakers or anything like that. So I'm just running out of this M-Track interface. And then behind my monitors, I have the G Technology RAID drive. This is 12 terabytes, but with the RAID 5, I believe I'm running, I get 9 terabytes, so everything is backed up and it's all running through Thunderbolt, which is super quick and easy to edit off of. Now, you guys already know I'm using the Blue Yeti for audio, and I'm attaching that to a Rode boom arm. This is a really useful arm, just clamps right onto your desk. You can pretty much bend it anywhere, any which way you need. Now, the camera I'm rocking is the Fujifilm X-T20. It shoots 4K, the colors are amazing. It's got almost everything I need, and I'll get into that in a separate video, but it is a killer camera. That's just on a Mi Photo tripod, and that's actually just on my desk behind the monitors. Now, the piano behind me is an Akai MPK 88. I just got this a few months ago, and it is so much fun to play. Fully weighted, just feels great. It's got all the controls I need, and that's actually sitting inside of an upright piano case that I built myself. I really wanted this to look kind of realistic in some way, and so I just grabbed some wood from Home Depot. I think the whole thing cost me about 150 bucks, and I made it in about a week. Just threw on some wood stain to match the black finish, and that's pretty much that stain over there. And then on either side of me, there's actually this little light shelf tower thing. These are really cool. They're like 50 bucks, and I actually have a smart bulb in each of them so I can control them from my phone, which is super useful. And sitting right next to that is my Gretsch Jet Club electric guitar. Now, I don't actually play keys and electric guitar. I dabble, I would say. I kind of just self-taught and do it for fun. My main instrument is actually drums, and that is in a drum room right through this window. So this is actually a completely soundproof room, which is really nice for neighbors and anyone else in the house. So it's pretty quiet, and this is where I record and track all of my drums. I have the Thomas Silverstar kit with G2 coated heads. I'm using the Zildjian A custom cymbals, and all the mics and other gear will be linked below if you're interested to know what that setup looks like. And one thing I didn't really mention is the lighting setup, and that's mainly because there isn't really a lighting setup. A lot of this is natural light. I've got a couple bulbs and some soft lights just kind of filling the room with some color. The main light I'm kind of using right now is this little LED light. It's just sitting on a tripod here, and I'm using some softening in front of it just to get onto my face. I'm not even using it right now because it's so hot. But it's an awesome light for when I need it. I've got a lot of natural light in here as well from all the windows, so that really helps. And that's pretty much the entire setup. I do have a couple things that I did not mention, like my iPhone 8 Plus, that's my main daily driver. I have an iPad Air 2, which I really just use for Netflix and nothing else, but that's pretty cool to have. I have my 13-inch MacBook Pro, which I mentioned earlier. That is a really beast of a machine. It's a 2014, 16 gigs of RAM, i7 quad core, and I used that for many, many years, like I said, and today I still use it mostly for school, but also when I'm editing on the fly or when I'm traveling, anything like that. So this all kind of begs the question, why do I have so much gear? And I think the best way to answer it is that this is kind of the way I make my living, but it's also my hobby, and I do have a lot of hobbies. It's music and video production and YouTube and all those kind of things. So they're very expensive hobbies, but I do really enjoy them. So I don't really spend money on video games or anything outside of these hobbies. This is where I put a lot of my time and energy. This is probably the best setup I've ever had, and I'm very grateful to be where I am today. And a lot of that is thanks to you guys for all of your support in watching my videos over the years, even though they might be cheesy and just awkward to watch. So guys, that has been it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, all of the links will be down in the description, so be sure to check that out, and I will see you in the next one.